Hello again. Like most people, I was appalled to read about David Fuller, the hospital electrician who had not only killed two young women, but used to hang out in the mortuary at the hospital where he worked and sexually abused the corpses. This story in itself was ghastly without delving too deeply into the awful details, and like most people, I skimmed over it and didn't wish to know too much. It's a, there's something immensely distasteful about necrophilia, even for somebody like me who's fairly easygoing on sexual matters and perversions. For the BBC, though, there was something deeply unsatisfying about this case. David Fuller was white, as were the two women whom he murdered. Where's the multicultural angle in a case like this? I can honestly say that the ethnicity of the corpses which had been abused did not cross my mind for a moment when I read that news story. But in the light of the BBC article, to which I provide a link in the description to this video, I have thought about it, and I rather assume that all the dead bodies in the mortuary of a hospital in the Kent town of Tunbridge Wells are likely to be white. It's not a very ethnically diverse town. I suspect that the BBC had been giving the matter some thought, because what with the murderer being white and his victims, as well as people he killed, as well as working in a town like Tunbridge Wells, which is all white as well, this was clearly a news story crying out for a few black faces. Fortunately, the BBC managed to track down a black French family which lost two girls in a road accident near Dover and whose corpses were taken to Tunbridge Wells. I show them in the thumbnail to this video. I don't know how the BBC found them. I suppose they must have advertised for black people with a connection to the case or something. Anyway, having found these tourists, the BBC have now managed to make them the centre of the case and can breathe a sigh of relief. This is now a case which centres around black people, and all is right with the world again, at least from the perspective of the BBC.